What's up, guys? Kyle here. Today I'm going to go through my current training program in the weight room. I'm hoping to fight February 7th, but I'm not counting my chickens before they hatch. I was supposed to fight back in November this past year, and I had two opponents pull out the first 2 weeks of camp, and then I had a third opponent pull out the night before weigh-ins, so I'm just keeping my fingers crossed and hoping for the best at this point. So right now I'm lifting 3 days a week. And like I said, I'm following a daily undulating periodization scheme, which basically means each day I'm just working on a different quality. So I have a strength day, I have a power day, and I have a hypertrophy day. My strength day is on Sundays. I do this in the afternoon. In the morning, I do a small power focus session with some sprints, med ball throws, and jumps. I do this mainly because I don't think you can make any substantial gains just training power once a week. So I train it twice a week just to make sure I can hit those qualities. But in this strength session, I come in, I hit a power clean from the floor. Then I move into a clean pull. I do a top set of 3 and then a giant set of 8. I'm going to be progressing the top set over the coming weeks. And I'll probably keep the giant set either at 8 or I might work it down to 7 or 6 as the weight increases. After the clean pull, I moved on to a belt squat, and with the belt squat, I had the same rep scheme, so a top set of 3, giant set of 8 following that. And same thing, I'm going to slowly increase the weight of the top set of 3, and then probably titrate down the giant set over time. After that, I went into upper body, and I did a push press paired with a weighted pull-up. I did these in wave loading patterns, so I went 5-3-1, 5-3-1, and I think I ended my push press with a 195 single and my weighted pull-up with a 50-pound single. After that, I finished the session off with some glute ham raise sit-ups, and that ended my strength day. So that was Sunday afternoon. On Thursday afternoon, I did my power session. Started this off with 6 20s out on the track. Then I came in and did some doubles on a hang power snatch. Weight was probably somewhere around 60%, so really focused on just moving the bar fast. After that, I went into a couple of complex setups. So my first one was for the lower body. I did a trap bar deadlift into some box jumps. And then upper body, I did a pin bench press and a plyo push-up onto a box. And I chose these exercises because they're primarily just concentric focus exercises. There's no eccentric action. And I did this because this was Thursday afternoon. Friday morning, I had my second sparring session of the week. And I wanted to make sure I came into that session feeling good, not stiff, not sore. So I took out the eccentric action of these exercises. Trap bar deadlift, you just concentrically lift the weight up. You don't have any eccentric action on the way down. Same thing with the pin bench press and box jump. You're jumping up to the box. You're not landing down from a high height, so there's low eccentric action there. Then I finished this session off with a little bit of core work, did some side bends and a hamstring roller push-up pike. And then that was my power session for the day. So that was Thursday afternoon. Friday morning, I had my second sparring session of the week. And then Friday evening, I did my final weight room session of the week, which was a hypertrophy focused session. I set up the week like this because Sunday is my first training day of the week. Saturday is my off day. So Sunday I come in and I'm fresh and I can put out a high quality in terms of strength output. So I put my strength day that day. And then Wednesday is a little bit of a lower intensity day for me, a lower volume. So coming into Thursday a little bit more fresh so I can get a high quality training session and a good power stimulus on that day. And then also this serves as a little bit of a primer for my sparring session Friday morning. And then Friday afternoon, after my sparring session, I come in and do my hypertrophy session because there's some good evidence that hypertrophy type training, a little bit higher rep range, has a little bit more of a metabolic stress mediated hypertrophy response, and some of the metabolic stress that comes along with it is a little bit of lactate production, and lactate production can help stimulate growth hormone secretion, which can help provide a little bit of a restorative effect. So I do my hypertrophy session Friday afternoon to hopefully kickstart my recovery going into the weekend, with Saturday being my off day. So on this hypertrophy session, I started off with a front foot elevated split squat, and I paired that with a dumbbell chest supported row. Then I moved into a weighted dip paired with a glute ham raise. I wasn't able to get a full 10 reps on this, so I ended up doing 5 glute ham raises into 5 razor curls. Next, I had a little bit of a arm circuit with a tri-set of incline dumbbell curls, a leaning lateral raise with dumbbells, and then a deficit push-up. And then finish the day off with a suitcase carry, so that's just a one-arm farmer's carry to make it simple, and paired that with a cable ab crunch. So that ended the training session for that day for my hypertrophy session, and that was my last session for the week. So look out for the next video, guys, and I will keep you all updated on any fight news I hear, if I get matched or not. Thanks, guys.